and welcome to the first ever edition of Terry's Fitness Video for your college health and everyday life. Now, before we get started, I want to give a little introduction. I have been training the last 2 years to learn every possible nook and cranny of nutrition, and I think I finally gathered a perfect repertoire and culmination of information. So, today, part 1 of the show, we are going to be talking about 2 things. This is a bonus episode for those of you keeping track. We're going to be talking about 2 very important things. One thing that's important, one thing that's very important. The first thing we're going to talk about today is whole wheat and whole grain. Now, I know a lot of things tell you that you are recommended to have a daily dose of a certain amount of whole grain. But let me give you a tip. A lot of the foods out there offering these whole grains do have them in them, but they're hurting you more than helping you. Call to mind, what do I think? Yes, the Power Bar Harvest. This is something that advertises something like 12 or 16 or 8. It may be less. I don't know. Whole grains. It's packed with sugar, it's packed with carbs, and it's packed with bad nutrition. Now, don't let the word Power Bar fool you. This is power for somebody that's out there running a marathon, doing something important, not someone watching their health. Or, you know what I mean. So, let me tell you a trick about whole grains that will help you. Say you're deciding between that nice hoagie roll, some white bread, bologna, mayonnaise, the like. It is so easy instead to switch to the 100% whole grain piece of bread. Let me explain to you what this does. This whole grain in the bread, you know what, let's start with the bad news, the white bread. The white bread is a pure carb, and it is broken down into sugars inside of your body. These sugars cannot be digested that well. They turn to fat. Yes, that's right, white bread is like eating a candy bar. It's fat. Now, let me explain to you what the whole grain does. You eat this, and what happens here is the little nuts, the whole grains that have not been shelled, are going to break down inside of you. They're going to go inside, and they're going to work to break down all the other food that you've eaten in the past recently. Break these things down so they can then, poof, not turn into fat. So that's a very easy thing you can do. You can switch out your bread, white bread to whole grain. Now, I'm going to let you know another secret, if that's not easy enough. Fiber. Everyone knows you need a lot of fiber. Fiber's good for you. Fiber's good to keep you lean, keep you toned, good for roughage, all that good stuff. Now, did you know that you only need... You're gonna have to tune in next time for fiber. Keep watching.